2010 by the American Cancer Society, about 569,490 Americans were expected to die of cancer last year. That's more than 1,500 people a day. But what is the American Cancer Society doing to contribute to alleviate the living population in the United States with cancer? The American Cancer Society has created a cancer walk known as Relay for Life. National Vice President of Intramural Research, Elizabeth Ward, discusses in the annual report to the nation of the status of cancer that cancer rates are continuing to decline. This past Thursday, November 4th, I lost a family member, my uncle. He had lung cancer, and he just passed away. I realized the pain that cancer can bring to a family, or to those who have friends or loved ones who have passed away by cancer. I was not aware that relays like Relay for Life were held, but recently I have been participating in a lot of these events each October. Today I will talk about how costly it can be to have cancer, how Relay for Life contributes to helping families with financial aid, and third, what we can do to help. I will begin by telling you how costly cancer can be. According to a section from the American Cancer Society website called The Cost of Cancer Treatment, those with no health insurance may have extra worries when facing such serious disease and expensive disease. But it turns out that having health insurance is no guarantee that you will be protected from having to pay a large amount of money. In fact, most bankruptcies that happen as a result of medical problems are filed by people who do have health insurance. In some cases, treatment of cancer is so expensive that people choose not to continue their treatment or to stop it before it finishes. This, however, backfires on them, and it ends up costing even more for them to pay for the treatment doctors, and as well as affecting their own health. Now that we have talked about the problem, which is the cost, let's talk about why people do not know about relays like Relay for Life. The number one problem why people aren't aware is because they fail to care. Sometimes they hear about these things, but they don't feel like it relates to them, so they decide to leave it aside. Terry Lynch says in her article, American Cancer Society Uses Convict Labor, that she was very shocked that in places like Mississippi, people have asked prisoners or convicts to do luminary bags, which are used during the cancer walk. Instead of having volunteers from the community schools, instead of having them work on these bags, they turn to prisoners and they make them do it. Now, most people know about these events, but they do not know when, where, or how to participate, which is very easy. Now that we have talked about the problem, let's talk about some of the solutions. Relay for Life is a fundraiser organized by volunteers from a community to help pay for expenses due to cancer. According to the Relay Year in Review from the Survivorship Development Guidebook, $375 million were raised in 2006, thanks to more than 3 million people who participated in the relay. Imagine if more people have had the opportunity to participate or had heard about this relay. Another way that Relay for Life helps financially is by building homes like Hope Lodge. Hope Lodge is basically a home made for people who have to travel around the United States or out of town for treatment to see their doctors, and they do not have a place to stay, or they don't have enough money to pay for a place to stay. So what these homes do is they take in the patient and part of the family with them, and they can stay in for their treatment overnights for free. Hope Lodge News shares the story of Dick and Janice Russell, who are a couple that had been fighting cancer. Dick Russell was diagnosed with cancer in 2009, and it was required for them to go and stay at a different place, out of town, and they did not have enough money to pay to stay. So Hope Lodge gave them a solution by letting them stay in for free, and he was able to get this treatment, and now he is a cancer survivor. Now, not everybody who participates in the relay has a relative or a friend who has cancer. In this poster, I have different people telling us why they do this relay. Different people say, like this poster says, I relay because a life is worth fighting for. Doesn't necessarily mean that she has a friend or relative, or even like a family member who has cancer. However, she is fighting for cancer just to help. Another example is this girl here says that she is fighting to see more smiles. So she's relaying just to see more smiles. The guy here says, I relay for somebody's future. Now, Relay for Life helps contribute money to experiments and to finding a cure for cancer. And this is one of the people that are interested in helping with this. Finally, let's review what I have talked about today. I have told you how treating cancer can be very costly, how Relay for Life gives financial help to those who need help with pain and cancer, and third, how we can help. I strongly hope that you will consider participating in one of the upcoming events from Relay for Life. I have created calendars for you guys to have, which say the location and the date of each Relay for Life, and they are very close. The farthest is 26 miles from here, which is in Desert Hot Spring. So I will pass these around as soon as my presentation's over. I'm also not asking you to create your own team and to spend a lot of money by buying goods which you can sell at the cancer walk. But I am asking you to go, to invite somebody and go have fun. Go have a great time at the park while you are there in the relay. Go have an ice cream or grab a hot dog. As easy as that. Take your dog for a walk and go on to the relay. Or as simple as you going yourself and taking a walk there. By participating in Relay for Life, you have absolutely nothing to lose, while the American Cancer Society has so much to gain from you. The loss of one person makes a big difference, and your participation can help prevent this. Together, we can gain one more person and lose one less.